Okay, how to write effective learning objectives. So, for me, the most important thing before I start any project is to make sure that I have my tools available. The first tool that I think has really helped me is, of course, you need to know your standards. In other words, what are the learning outcomes? What are the kids supposed to be able to do at the end of the year before they pass on to the next grade? So, have your standards available. Have your Bloom's taxonomy and have a working knowledge of how that works, what the different levels are, how they apply to the different domains, the cognitive, the psychomotor, the affective, etc. And you want to make sure that you are hitting on both the higher and the lower levels of skills development and the verb, the action verbs that you use in your objectives. I've used the Objectives Builder tool on ASU, and I think it's really helpful. So that's another tool in your toolbox. I think there's a couple important acronyms that have really helped me. One is SWOBOT. Students will be able to, for example, a learning objective using SWOBOT would be by the end of the unit, students will be able to define and give real life examples of empathy. And you want to make sure that you are also looking at the goals. I like to work backwards from the goal being the learning outcome, from the standards to the objective, and then to how are we going to assess that they have acquired the skill or the knowledge, and then build the curriculum around that. And when I'm looking at goals, I want to make sure that they're SMART goals. And SMART as an acronym stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And if I'm keeping that in mind when I create my goals, it'll be much easier for me to go from goal to objective and on to assessment. And then I can create the curriculum. I like to make sure that I'm really looking at what we want the kids to learn, not how am I going to teach it. If I come from a place of intentional looking at the learning process for the student as opposed to my process in teaching, that I'm going to be a lot more intentional when I write those objectives and looking at the goal, the outcome for the student for the year. So anyway, that's what I have as far as learning objectives. Good luck. Thanks.